My name's Tony, and I'm a project manager.
Hi, my name is Jessica Jules, and I am a national fitness competitor. I felt like mediation would be the right option for us based on the fact that we wanted to do this amicably and we wanted to not spend money tearing each other apart, and this was about the children and moving forward in a positive direction, so mediation seemed like the right choice for us.
We just wanted someone to help us with the process, so we thought mediation would work for us.
I wanted it to be easier and smoother and calmer.
The reality is mediation was a more cost-effective and efficient approach. No, not at all. Essentially doing some research in regards to the whole separation and divorce process, it's recommended that you go to mediation first, just to try to hash out as much details as you can.
Nadine and I were able to talk, so we thought mediation would be a way we could work through it easier.
Everything that I felt needed to be covered was covered. Things I wasn't even aware of were brought up, so it definitely, I feel very happy with the result.
We have both achieved outcomes that we're satisfied with, so we can move on.
Daniel was able to negotiate a very fair process that seemingly is a win-win. I mean, there's black and white and there's gray, and there's legal parameters that everybody has to work within, but he was able to describe and communicate exactly what our entitlement was, what we were providing and what we needed, and yes, I feel we came to a very, very fair agreement. 100%. It's something that I never thought I would have to do, was go Googling mediation, divorce services, and separation services, and in doing my due diligence and research, I talked to quite a few people, and it just kept on coming back to him, his personality, his wholesomeness, his kindness, and just how he was so intent on having a win-win situation for my spouse and I. It had to be him.
I'm 100% happy with the decision that we made.
He developed an agenda and he followed it, and he was very clear in regards to how we were going to follow that agenda.
Daniel is an amazing person, and he really brings his heart to the session, and I appreciate that quality of him.
He was very helpful at calming us down at times, or helping us to see the other's point of view, or explaining what our rights would be. And
he was able to keep us on track when we would go a little array with our emotions, and but always very attentive and kind to the nature of where we were at in that moment.
We had chosen a different company to go with, and the quote we got from them in cost and time was much, much more than going with Daniel. And it seemed a bit more colder too, like it was much more of a job to them, whereas Daniel is he has like a bit more of a calmer, friendlier feel, like it's a more relaxed environment to be in his space and dealing with him.
I would 100%, yes. Absolutely. I mean, the money that you would save, it would either go, it can go to your kids, it can go to something else, as opposed to having two lawyers fighting and basically draining your accounts.
Depending on other couples' situations, definitely, I think if they could do mediation, then yeah, I think it's a much nicer way to go.
And he actually even helped us in some regard to communicate between me and my husband or ex-husband, which we haven't been able to do before. So he has a different touch that he can allow you to communicate better, even if you're in the middle of a hard time.
I definitely can see how emotions would get really out of control if you were in a lawyer setting, and even having a lawyer review my agreement, there was definitely some topics that were brought up that could easily drag your partner through the mud. And at the end of the day, I feel like Daniel really made sure that we knew that moving forward, having a good communication is key, and keeping it amicable is the way to go. And I feel like we were on the same page with that. So yeah, Daniel was amazing.